Dwight meets Sackrider. While sitting at the Bred-2-Buck Casino with Goodie, Mitch, Tyson, and Bigfoot in Episode 7 of Tulsa King, Dwight receives a call from Ray. Yes, the same Ray who was ignoring Dwight's calls and grinning ominously, as though he had seized the ideal moment to subjugate Dwight, was prepared to hear reason. What use did it serve to hint at a conflict between Ray and Dwight? I'm not sure. Returning to their discussion, Dwight states that although it is not possible to provide Ray 80% of the liquor company's earnings, they can work out a different arrangement in which Ray grants him access to every business in the Northeast that requires booze. The proceeds from that region, which is officially Ray's territory, will benefit Ray and broaden Montague Distilleries' customer base. That seems like a good plan, so Ray swallows his pride and gives Dwight a virtual handshake. Ray does, however, want Dwight to understand that he will eventually have to give Ray a portion of his empire or split it with him. Dwight doesn't give that much attention, at least not right now, because he sees it as a meaningless threat. Ray ends the call, and the conversation turns to the Dunmeyers' planned attack on Bubbles. Bigfoot, Tyson, Goodie, and Mitch most likely anticipate Dwight taking revenge, but Dwight is aware that they shouldn't take any chances until business is thriving. He therefore makes the decision to try to remove the able seal from Montague Distilleries. Dwight goes to Attorney General Sackrider's office to talk since it was he who sealed their property. Sackrider believes that Dwight is there to bow down to him and ask Jeremiah to be lenient with him. Dwight obviously doesn't do any of that. Instead, he coolly emphasizes that Jeremiah is to blame for Sackrider's haughtiness, and that Jeremiah's haughtiness stems from the fact that he enjoys the approval of the current governor. Sackrider will be in a difficult position when that changes because Thresher is leading the race for governor and the man is basically in Dwight's pocket. Dwight sets up a meeting between Thresher and Sackrider. Before it's too late, Dwight advises Sackrider to change sides and act in his favor. Removing Montague Distilleries' seal will be the first stage in gaining Dwight's approval. Although Sackrider doesn't guarantee anything, it appears that Dwight has become irritable with him. Dwight calls Margaret after leaving Sackrider's chamber to ask if she knows of anyone in Sackrider's office who could sway the Attorney General. Margaret claims to do so before leaving to meet Sackrider's wife, Anna. Margaret quickly discovers that Anna and Sackrider are having marriage problems, allegedly as a result of his gambling addiction. Equipped with that knowledge, Dwight and Margaret approach Thresher, but Thresher foils Dwight's scheme to pressure Sackrider into betraying Jeremiah. Thresher believes that attempting to buy Sackrider's allegiance will annoy Jeremiah, which will cause a dispute of some sort and harm his election campaign, which is now doing very well. Margaret persuades him to take the chance since Sackrider will undoubtedly win if he supports him rather than the governor, who is spearheading his re-election campaign. Thresher eventually gives up when Dwight insists on at least scheduling a meeting with Sackrider at Bred-2-Buck. Dwight, Margaret, Bigfoot, Mitch, and Grace watch Thresher and Sackrider from the surveillance room as they take the booth in the casino. Dwight essentially butters Sackrider by sending Grace to deliver some casino chips to get him to enjoy his time at Bred-2-Buck after he lectures him about how he doesn't know how to deal with the people of Tulsa. Sackrider becomes so excited that he drops the conversation about the gubernatorial endorsement and hits the tables.